what is cued speech? It can look a bit daunting when you see it for the first time, but actually it's a very simple system, and sometimes it's easier to explain what it is in terms of what it's not. So what it's not is another language like French, German or Spanish, although you can actually cue all of those languages and loads more. It's not a signed language like British Sign Language or American Sign Language, and it's not a communication system like Makaton. What it is just a very simple lip reading tool. Cued speech is all about getting language in. Even if your child is listening well with hearing aids or implants, cued speech is still useful to ensure they are getting all the nuances of spoken language. If you use it with your everyday conversation, your deaf child will learn the English language regardless of their level of hearing loss. I was asked to interpret for a deaf person who was raised with cued speech, so I had to learn it then for him. And once I finally understood the reasoning behind it and actually how it works, it just made perfect sense to me, and it seemed like, wow, this is the answer. This is the way to get deaf people who don't hear speech to be able to see it so that they can then think in it. When we speak the English language, we are actually only ever using 44 sounds. And all cued speech does is turn each one of those individual sounds into something that you can see. Some of those sounds are called consonant sounds, and we show them with hand shapes. And the rest are called vowel sounds, and we show them with positions. And so when you put them together, you see the whole word, the sum of its parts. When you speak a nursery rhyme, it's all about how words run into each other. Jack and Jill went up the hill. When you see them told as stories, you get a sense of all the intonation, and of course when you see English sung, it's a whole different experience again. So it really is just a way to give deaf children a chance to visually experience a language of sound. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Lip reading on its own without cued speech is actually a really hard thing to do anyway, for lots of reasons. You can't lip read a language you're not already fluently thinking in, but with the English language, over 70% of it looks so similar on the lips that you can't actually differentiate the words. If you add the cues in, however, it becomes almost 100% clear, so you can lip read then. And when it comes to the written form of the English language, the letters aren't helping you at all. Who would have thought, for example, that these three words all sound the same, whereas these two that are using the same letters sound completely different?